Welcome to a new scented video. Do you guys know what time it is? I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time, watching other YouTubers post their spring list, and finally the snow has melted, which means it's time to open up the cupboard and take out all these nice and fresh spring fragrances. If you want to see my 10 picks for the spring, just keep watching. It was quite a challenge to find exactly 10 spring fragrances. You guys know that I love my like a cozy autumn winter type of scent, so for me spring and fresh is not like my favorite scent profile, but all of the fragrances in this list I love, with exception of maybe one that is a very beautiful perfume, but I don't feel it's exactly my aesthetic, but I think that many people will like. So I have not watched any spring lists, so that not to get kind of influenced by that and not to be too repetitive, which maybe I will end up doing. I don't know what other people have chosen for spring, but these are my picks, and starting off with number one. Starting off with the first pick, this is Kilian, Good Girl Gone Bad. And I have heard about this perfume quite a lot. I know it's one of their bestsellers, and I was really curious. Upon purchase, I have to say that it really wasn't what I expected, because I was imagining kind of like a seductive scent with that title. But what it ends up is a very pretty floral perfume. This one has notes of osmanthus, which has like an apricot-y aspect to it. Then it has jasmine tuberose. We have also amber in the base. And this perfume, you can totally feel the freshness of the blooms of the osmanthus. I don't sense like a strong tuberose or jasmine. They are kind of intertwined together to just contribute to this beautiful, fresh kind of scent overall that you're getting. And in the base there is also cedar, and you can definitely feel like a woodiness in the background, but overall it is kind of like a fluffy osmanthusy, a little bit of apricot-y scent that is very clean. And this will be a theme that will go in this list, that many of my picks are kind of like a clean scents. This one is really pretty to me. I feel very happy and quite polished when I wear this. It is overall floral, but it's not sweet. I find also that lasting power is very good with this one, and I'm very much looking forward to wearing it in the spring months. My second pick is from the house of Sylaine, Delacourte, and this is Virgile. A little spoiler alert here, I purchased a sample set of the vanilla line. They do have lines inspired by different materials, and of course, being a vanilla lover, I snatched up the sample set. And then I need to, maybe, if you're interested, let me know to do like a review of this whole line, I mean the vanilla line. And for me, this perfume here, I purchased the 30 ml and I've used up already more than half, and I have yet to make a review. This perfume I didn't expect to like, because it does have interesting notes, like really different than what you usually would think and see in fragrances. I will read you the notes. I have my phone here with me. So we have rosemary, bergamot, pink pepper, mandarin, sage, geranium, rose, and in the base we have vanilla, cedar, and leather. So really interesting scent profile that I don't usually kind of find these notes together. And really, I love this scent. I've grown to really love it, because I didn't expect to like it, and I was positively surprised. There is a certain sense of warmth that comes from this fragrance, but it is not heavy by any means. It is very transparent, like a hazy yellow sunshine on a field, kind of. There is no grassiness like green grass, but there is certain herbs about it that are backed up by a very warm, natural smelling vanilla. And as for the leather, I don't really sense leather vibes. It does have a very soothing herbally, a little bit sweet type of vibe with a very natural type of scent. So it does smell, you could tell totally that the vanilla here is very high quality, and it's not super sweet by any means. It does add sweetness and roundness. I don't feel the leather, which was in the base, but it does smell really upscale, like maybe a spa or a place where maybe like a meditation room, but it does have a little bit more sweetness than that. So really relaxing scent. At the same time, really classy. I imagine this with a white linen shirt, sipping some refreshment drinks on a balcony somewhere in the morning. So this one to me is super, super, as you can see, unexpected, but I really liked it, and I think after I run out of this one, I will get the 100 ml. Fragrance number 3 is Armani Prive Pivone Suzhou. Forgive me my pronunciation. And this one is the fragrance that I was referring to when I said that one of the fragrances is a very beautiful one, but it's not my aesthetic. And the reason why is that this is really, really girly to me, really pretty. And this is not usually what I kind of feel that it's me when I spray this type of perfumes. This is kind of like a floral fruity. It does have notes of raspberry, pink pepper, mandarin, peony, rose, 2 types of rose, amber, musk, and patchouli. And I have the limited edition, which has this little sparkles, a very fine glitter, and you have to shake it before you spray. So definitely super thin. So this perfume is very airy, really, really kind of transparent. And right away, you do get hints of raspberry if you know that it's there. So it does have a little sweetness and a little bit of a very, very faint tartness. But then very quickly, the peony and the rose are coming to the forefront, and it's really flowery. And I think this is what kind of makes me go, this isn't me. It kind of smells like the bottle looks. So it's kind of girly and happy, clean. Definitely if you're a lover of roses or peony, this is a perfume that you want to check out, because it's great for, like, I'm getting this kind of like a rosy peony cloud. It is not a strong rose, like for example Stella McCartney, if you have tried. It is really about the rose, and here it's more airy than that. So it is rounded by the fruits, so it does have something extra to it, but it is really not what I consider me fragrance. So if you are someone really feminine and kind of enjoy pretty fragrances, this will be one for you. My third pick is from the house of Lanvin, and it is Rumeur. This perfume was created by Francis Kurkdjian, so I have high hopes. Well, I've had this in my collection already for like 2 years, so I do know very well what it smells like. Surprisingly, I haven't worn a lot of it, and this one is a very kind of like a woody musk, super clean scent. If you love Narciso Rodriguez, you will like this one. It has notes of magnolia, lily of the valley, rose, jasmine, orange blossom, plum, patchouli, amber, and musk. It's like really well blended, so nothing really stands out besides really musky floral scent. It is really strong. It has great performance and staying power. I believe you can find it for really good price, and you really don't need much. So this is really clean, musky, white musk, so you will smell, it's quite elevated as well, but definitely a lots of floral aspects to it as well. This one is something I would describe as crisp, and it will make you feel fresh and clean, maybe perhaps a little bit too clean. If you're a fan of clean musk type of scents, something that screams spring, Rumeur by Lanvin is definitely one worth checking out. As I said that clean would be the key word here, and fresh. We do have a perfume from Terry de Gunzburg, and this is Soleil Pecan. I don't really know much about this house. I even heard a rumor that they are kind of phasing out their fragrance line. Please let me know if that's true. There are some things that I'm curious to try. This one, absolutely, even a little bit soapy to that type of cleanness. The notes on this one are what got me, and it does sound really intriguing. We have orange blossom, almond blossom, iris, mandarin, cactus flower, bergamot, kayak wood, vanilla patchouli and vetiver. So this all together, especially the cactus, really got me very curious. And what it amounts to, all that mix, is slightly even soapy, not even slightly. It smells like a soapy kind of flowery scent. Very clean. By the name Soleil Pecan, I was expecting something maybe a little bit spicy, but I don't find anything particularly spicy on this one. Just a very clean, a little bit soapy floral type of scent. Some also citruses coming through. And this one really blooms when the weather is warm. I've worn it when it's like a sunshiny day, and it really kind of jumps off the skin, and it is very, very classy. I really enjoy wearing it, to my surprise, because I'm not a fan of soapy fragrances, but this one just smells so expensive to me, and I really enjoy it. So if you're curious, definitely check this out if you enjoy a little bit soapy, florally scents that are quite elevated and make you feel like $1,000,000. Next up, we have from Memo Paris Inle, which, as you know, Memo is one of my favorite brands when it comes to their packaging and how their bottles look. They are really, really collectible, which is very dangerous because they're not cheap. Ah, Inle, you are beautiful. So Inle, I kind of was really curious reading the notes again. And the notes are bergamot, mint, artemisia, osmanthus, mate tea, jasmine, spices, iris, musk and cedar. This one definitely is a complex scent, which at the beginning you're kind of thinking this is really simplistic, freshy, but it does have the vibes of Dolce & Gabbana light blue in terms of like freshness and citrusiness, but on the background you can sense definitely the osmanthus and the tea are giving like a herbaceous backdrop and like a blossomy type of thing. And yeah, and there is a woodiness as well. And as the time goes by, they are coming more and more to the forefront, and you're getting less of the citruses. But this one, if you like freshies, imagine actually if you take, that's super simplistic, but if you would take Good Girl Gone Bad and Light Blue and you kind of mix them together, you would get the same vibe. So it has the osmanthus with the citruses and the musk. Very pretty, very clean, very fresh. And I mean, look at this bottle, isn't it gorgeous? All of the bottles from Memo are gorgeous. I'm going fast. I haven't yet worn it properly, like seasonally. I've just sprayed here and there, so I'm very much looking forward to using this one when I can see it perfectly well in the summer as well. This is a very clean, elevated type of scent that will make you feel fresh and put together. Yep, Inle by Memo. My next fragrance is a bit of a surprise. It's something that I picked up pretty recently, and this is Dali Eau de Toilette by Salvador Dali. These fragrances are really, really affordable right now. As you know, perfumes that were made like a couple years back, their prices are dropping, so you can access pretty cool perfumes for much less than like a brand new scent. And I was really curious to try this one because I remember the Dali perfumes from the 90s and also like Bloma Picasso. And I can tell you what triggered my purchase on this one. I do enjoy interior design quite a bit, and a couple years back I saw this candle in H&M Home and I thought that this is so Salvador Dali, and then look at them, they're just perfect. So when I'm done with this bottle, I will just use it as a decoration. But that's besides the point. Why I chose this fragrance in my summer list, I'm yet to even haul this one. I need to make a haul for my latest purchases. This is really clean, and soapy. So who am I at this point? This fragrance though, even though I only paid 20 euros for 100 ml, it was created by Alberto Morias and I had high hopes on this one. Also, I saw that it was compared to Dia by Amouage, which surprising to me, I also really liked because it does have the same soft soapy vibe. It is soapy, but it's not harsh. This one smells really clean in a bit more harsh way because it also has the spices, so it's much more like a punchy, while this one is really soft and mellow soapy scent. And I will read you the notes so we can get started on this one. African orange flower, tangerine, bergamot, jasmine, magnolia, rose, musk, woods and vanilla. And what this amounts to is a very soft soapy cloud. So it is, if you take a soap and you kind of sniff directly, but if you kind of lather it with water in your hands and you sniff the lather, this is what this one reminds me. So it is very soft soap. Stays really close to the skin. I would like to see it more kind of projection in terms of projection, to be like more potent so I can smell it around me because I really enjoy it. And I can confirm that if you like Amouage Dia, this does have that vibe. So I can't comment on performance of Dia because I actually have only had it as a sample and I'm really curious, but I've read also that Dia is also not very strong because it was meant to be worn during the day. And this one is a little gem if you're interested in this type of scent, something a bit soapy, something clean and classy. Surprising to me, I really enjoy this. My next pick, just to calm down, it is not soapy, so a little bit of a change. We do have the gorgeous Dama Bianca from xerjoff Casamaroti line. I freaking love this. This was a love at first sniff for me. And I'm really looking forward to wearing this one, guys. It is super gorgeous. Spoiler alert. Oh, love it. This is definitely the sweetest perfume from this lineup. And it has lots of notes. So we got kumquat, which I've never smelled. I don't know what this smells like. It looks like a tropical fruit. Lime, Italian iris, violet, Egyptian jasmine, lilac, lily of the valley. And the base notes are really kind of complex. Vanilla, malt, ambrette, white musk, sandalwood, and cedar. So we have two types of wood, we have two types of musks, lots of fruity and florally notes. So it is very complex, but altogether what you get is a sweet, a little bit exotic, but very still wearable and approachable. You're not going to smell like a cocktail or anything. Usually notes like violet and lilac will be like a trigger to me because I don't seem to enjoy very much purple type of perfumes. But this one is not that at all. This is super, super fluffy, sweet, floral, musky. It does have a depth and really sophisticated and put together classy type of perfume, but it's also very playful. So it is not, serious by any means. It is very playful, happy. I imagine this one would just radiate from the skin in the sun. Wow. I can't stop sniffing it, I'm sorry. It's just a really addictive type of scent. If I hug someone wearing this, I would definitely not want to let go because absolutely addictive. This one, really, really good one for the spring. Absolutely looking forward to wearing it. I'm afraid when this is over, I'm just gonna have to purchase a new one, either a small or a big bottle. Absolutely gorgeous. Please, someone stop me. We have two more fragrances to go, and my next one is also one of the finds, kind of that a little bit going under the radar. This is gorgeous. It's from the house of Exuma or Exuma, I don't know how it's pronounced, and the fragrance is called Velvet Cachemir. And this is a very much of a surprise to me. I first of all loved the bottle. When I saw it, I was like, what is this? I have to try it. The price was really good and the reviews were too good to be true, so I thought I'll give it a... Oh, the air smells so good. I'll give it a go, and yep, definitely no regrets. This now is on my radar, this house. I want to check out their other fragrances. Not spoilers, but let's have a look at the notes first. So we have bergamot, cinnamon, rose, cedar, amber, pepper, vetiver, musk and patchouli. So the notes seem quite potent, right? I was expecting like a depth to this fragrance, and it was compared a lot to Shalimar. So I was definitely expecting like a oriental type of perfume with kind of like maybe spicy notes, because it has pepper and cinnamon. But I can confirm that this is maybe in the same style as Shalimar, like the vibe, but for the summertime or spring. This is much lighter, airier. It does smell like $1,000,000. This smell does not resemble €30. This smell could be in a niche bottle, and I really, really love it. And it could have, I mean, it is in a niche bottle because this is a niche brand, but it could be in an expensive brand bottle and I will not buy it. But an eyelash. When I spray this on myself, I feel super classy and like I'm someone super rich, just leisurely strolling down, you know, the main street, looking around the shops and just like not a care in the world. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep. Definitely super interested to try all the other fragrances because they sound really interested, but Velvet Cashmere by Exuma is one, if you enjoy fragrances that have bergamot and a bit of spice in them, a little bit of woods, a little bit of musk, something light but very kind of expensive vibe at the same time. There's no sweetness to this one. It is so good. It's really well balanced. So it has a bit of like a spice just to give it a bite, but it's not going over the edge. The notes are really kind of rounded up in this one. I really enjoy it. So if you're looking for something sophisticated for the summer, check this out. And for my last pick, I chose my love, Bottega Veneta by Bottega Veneta. This is the EDP and what I call the ultimate rich bitch perfume. And this is something that I'm looking forward to wearing very much in the spring. For some reason, like I like to joke, like I spend a lot of money to smell rich and I end up just very poor. This one, I have a full review, but in a nutshell, if you want to smell very, very expensive and you like leather, you have to try this one. So let's have a look at the notes. And it is what you would expect from, you know, brand like Bottega, right? They're making leather goods, so it's not surprising. The notes here are pink pepper, bergamot, jasmine, leather, oak moss and patchouli. Oh my god, this one grew on me. So initially in the store, I sprayed it on my wrist and I was like, ugh. And I kept walking, right? But I kept sniffing my wrist and over visiting the store, I kept spraying it and trying it. And in the end, I was just like, I need to have this. And it is really thin and airy. So this one goes around you like a cloud. And on the background, you get this kind of like a suede leather bag. Imagine it's something like this. If your bag is like a beige leather, so very light, it's not heavy in any way. And then the patchouli on the background, very clean. So the scent is clean and it has very different aura around it. Definitely super sophisticated. Nothing, you know, no flowers are blooming over here. Nothing is jumping at you. It's just like a very round cloud of very expensive leather. It's like I say, if you put your head in a handbag which is full of very expensive makeup, that's what this one would smell like to me. Yeah, and it just becomes lighter and lighter all the time, but it stays quite well on the skin as well. It really depends. Some days I can smell it for many hours and some days it's gone. But honestly, this fragrance, there are very few on the market that smell like this, so it's really unique and it is so sophisticated. For me, as I keep saying on this video, I'm looking forward to wearing this. So, but this one really, I kind of keep it and treasure it because some days I'm not worthy of smelling like this because this is super fancy. So this is it, my 10 picks for spring. Oh, they make quite the interesting combination together when I wave them definitely soapy and airy and clean and flowery. Some of them, I think that the xerjoff is kind of winning because I tend to smell also a lot of sweetness coming. So yeah, spring is coming and it smells really good. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what is your favorite fragrance for spring so I can check it out, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!